Still one of my favorite lights ever. I did a video last year about the Quasar Science tubes. I absolutely love these fixtures, and I have a bunch of them. I primarily invested in the tubes because I wanted to use them on gigs with smaller stages and with just a few instrumentalists. But I quickly found myself taking them to bigger gigs as well because they look so good, they're so versatile, and they put out such pleasing light. For stages where you don't have good key lights or maybe good front lights overhead, these act as good eye candy on stage, but they also have the added benefit of just putting out really, really pleasing light on the stage. They pack up extremely small in a microphone stand bag. The only thing I really didn't like about the Quasar Science tubes was the fact that the power connector on them just had 2 pins sticking out, and the little power connector cables constantly broke. I had lots and lots of broken cables. I ended up just gaff taping a bunch of the power supplies to the ends of the Quasar tubes. Alas, a year ago, Quasar Science actually solved the problem and fixed the lights with a brand new Tru 1 connector. Now, the Tru 1 connector, some people call it TrueCon, is actually a take on the old PowerCon design. Quasar just simply put the TrueCon connector on the end of the light with a little rubber covering, and you can literally just put the TrueCon connector snugly into the bottom of it and twist, and it locks in place. Very, very solid. Great design on the light itself. TrueCon is sort of a newer connector on the market. It is dust and water resistant. It's definitely a much more robust connector than PowerCon. And unlike PowerCon, you don't need barrels to connect TrueCon connectors together. You can literally just plug them into each other like a regular Edison extension cord. These new Quasar Science tubes are actually called Crossfade X, and you can find them on multiple sites online. They come in a 4-foot, 6-foot, and 8-foot length. They're 120 volt, 50 watts, bi-colored. Color temperature ranges from 2000 to 6000 Kelvin. And to change the color, you literally just have a little mechanical meter right here on the end, and you can roll the meter to the desired color temperature you want the light. Of course, they are a video light, essentially, and I use them here in the studio as video lights all the time. Whenever I'm using them as key lights for video, I'm gonna run them at a color temperature of about 5400 Kelvin. But whenever I use them on stage live, I really like the warmer tones, so I always back them down to around 2000, 2500 Kelvin to get that beautiful warm tone. The newer tubes are dimmable and flicker free. They look absolutely fantastic on a dimmer pack. I own quite a few of these tubes, and I find myself still buying them for bigger stage designs. I'll put a link to the previous video below if you want to check out the one that I made last year detailing the tubes. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. Can't wait to see you next week, Monday, 10 o'clock. See ya.